Hello guys, and welcome back to another problem solving video. In this video we'll be solving 5 problems specifically from the company Lyft. So let's get started with problem number 1. Let's see what we have here. We have one single table. So let's dissect what we have to do here. The problem definition. We have to find the last time each bike, this sounds like a group by, was in use. Output, now let's see, for the output, the bike number, and the date stamp of the last use. And then we have to order here by the date, basically. So we have to find, okay, this is going to be very easy. Let's write our basic query here. Select from, I'm gonna select this. Oops. From, what am I doing? Okay, there we go. Select from, let's see, output both the bike number and the date stamp. Bike number right here, and then the date stamp. The time the bike was returned. So that sounds like the end of the journey. So it probably is this one. And we want to choose the maximum one. Here, if we look end time, if we think about it, the journey starts right here and is going to end here. So this is always going to be higher than this. And we want this one. And the highest one is going to basically mean that it is in here for each bike. This is going to be the latest one. Okay, so let's read this again. Find the last time each bike. So each bike, when we see here each bike, that means we have to do a group by. Group by bike number. And now for every bike number, we are going to find the maximum end time, the finish time, which means the last time it was used, basically. Let's see the output, check if the solution is correct. Seems to be good. Problem number 2. Let's see this one, same, I think, no, it's not the same. It's a little bit different, but same company. Find, let's see here, find, what do we have to find? All Lyft drivers. We have to find Lyft drivers who earned less than or equal more than 70K. So we have to show just the drivers, and then we have just 2 filters here. We have the first filter and then the second filter. And actually what we have to output is all the details. Okay. So let's write the basic one. Select from here. I'm gonna put this here. We're gonna have to put everything. We're gonna put everything here because it says here output all the details. So that's why we use the asterisk there. Now we have 2 filters. We're gonna write them in on 2 separate lines. So where both filters are about the yearly salary here, where yearly salary less than 30K, 1, 2, 3. That would be the first one. And then you see here we have or. We have this or, so it can be either this one, less or than 30K, or more than 70K. So we're going to write here or. We're going to write again yearly salary more equals 70, 1, 2, 3. And this is the result right here. Expected output looks the same. Let's see, the solution is fine. It's fine. So we can write it like this. Of course, the reason I'm writing it, with spaces and stuff, is so you guys can see clear. Normally, I would recommend you put the brackets here. In this case, it just looks cleaner. Yeah, it takes a few more seconds, but it just looks a lot cleaner. So if I were to write it, I would write it something like this. It just looks cleaner. You can even write it like this. You can clearly see that we have this or this. So you have either this or this. Now another thing, there's another way we can solve this one. If you look at it, it's below or equal this 30K or more than 70. So you could say, show me where it is not between these two. So between 30,000 and 70,000. So another way we can write this is where yearly salary, not between 30, 1, 2, 3 and 70, 1, 2, 3. So these two are identical. This one says below 30K or above, and this one says anything but anything between. So we're going to comment this one, we're going to run the code, we're going to check solution, and we have the same results. Now, which one you choose depends. This one, every time you have to write something twice, that's pretty redundant. So here, this seems a less optimal solution because we have to write this twice. So we just write code that we don't have to. So I would recommend this one. Okay, let's read problem number 3. Let's dissect here. Find, what do we have to find? Lyft rides, which happened. That sounds like a filter, happened. Rainy days before noon. Rainy days is one, and before noon is another one. So we have, simply we have to show the rides, and the rides here, we can see that right here, the word rides. One row is one ride, basically. So we have to output all the columns with 2 filters. Let's write our basic select from here. We have to output again all of the columns, and we have to put 2 filters. Rainy days. Let's see here. Weather. Let's check out the weather here. Weather here, we have it sunny. We can see here rainy, rainy, rainy. So we're gonna put that weather equals rainy, rainy. Let's just check if it works. Yes. And then we're going to say another filter before noon. Now that could be multiple things. It's probably this. In this case, it's clearly the hour here. Seems to be from 0. I think I saw 0. 0 to 23 probably. So we're going to say hour less than 12. Noon would be 12. So that would be our 2 filters. Filter number 1, filter number 1, number 2. And these are right here. Rainy days and before noon. So we have 1, 1, 1, 1. Now let's check the solution. Seems to be fine. Let's quickly recap. We simply had to show all of the rides in one row is one ride. So all of the rows where these 2 conditions are met. Weather is rainy, and at the same time, so both have to be true. This one and this one, both have to be true. So the time, the hour is less than 12. Okay, problem number 4. Let's see what we have here. So we have, again, one row is a ride. We have the weather information, hour, very similar to the previous one. Might be identical. I don't think we had gasoline cost. Let's see what we have to find. The average distance each hour. So this sounds like an aggregation. Group by each hour. Average distance per hour. Then we have to output. We have to output the hour and the average distance. And then we actually have to also sort by the hour in ascending order. So we have to find the average distance per hour. We have to show the hour and the average distance. We have to sort them by the hour in ascending order. Let's go. It's pretty easy. Select from, basic select from. Now output the hour. So hour, average, distance. Let's see. Probably this one. Then we're gonna have to say group by hour, order by hour. So now let's make this nicer. Average travel distance. Now it looks better here. Results seem to be the same. Solution seems to be fine. So let's quickly recap here. We are looking to find the average travel distance for every hour. So we have to group by the hour, and then they ask us to sort them by hour ascending. So that's exactly what we do here. We could write ASC, but it's the same thing, so we're not going to do it. Okay, guys, problem number 5, the last one for today, and this one is a little bit more special, I believe. Let's see what we have to do here. What do we have to find? The hour. So we have to find hour, and then we have a condition, highest gasoline cost. Now this one is interesting here. Assume there is only 1 hour with the highest gas cost. Here we're going to do it exactly how they ask us, and then we're going to imagine that we don't have this, we do not have this. It would be a case where they could be the same value. But for now, we're just going to do it exactly like this. So we're going to write our basic query here, select from. What do we need to output? The hour. So we just need to output the hour. And we are simply going to order by gasoline cost descending. Now let's just write it here so we can see it. So we just wrote, we have all the hours here, but it asks us to find the hour. So not the average of the hour, but the 1 hour that had the highest cost. So we can simply just do it like this. This over here, if we write where hour equals 10, for example, it's probably going to be, there's multiple values here. So we are not aggregating based on these. We are simply saying that we want just the hour. So let's remove this. They just want the hour. Now they want the top one. So we're going to have to use limit 1. And this is the top hour. Answer seems to be correct. Now let's write it in another way using a window function. We're going to delete this and this. We're going to write here, we're going to write with CTE as, we're going to use a temporary table, which we will build where, so what we want to do actually, I'm just going to explain. We want to, we just want to show the hour here. We just want to show the hours. And then we're going to order by this, and we're going to order descending. And then we're going to start ranking every row. So we're going to put, for example, here will be rank 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If they have the same gasoline cost here, it's going to say the same rank. And then the next one, it's going to be 2. So we're going to create here the table where we have the hour. And now we want to say, we want to add the ranking. We're going to use the dense rank over, and we are simply going to order by gasoline cost descending. I'm going to save this as rank. Just going to write RNK. Then we're going to select everything from CTE where RNK equals 1. And we forgot the from. Classic. Damn. Okay. There we go. So let's recap what this code actually does. Here we created a temporary table that we use right here. And this table is going to have just these two things. It's going to have the hour, and then it's going to have a number from 1 to however many ranks there are. So it's going to be, 1, 2, 3, 4, and they are ordered by this one here. They are ordered by gasoline cost descending from the highest to lowest. So rank 1 is going to be the highest gasoline cost per hour right here. Rank 2 is going to be the next one, 3 is going to be the next one, and so on. So here we're just going to have a table, a simple table of hours here, and then we're going to have another column here, which is going to be the rank. So here's going to be 1, 2, 3, and here we're going to have the hours. I don't know, 10, 12, whatever the ranks are, I don't know. And then in here, what we're actually selecting, we're going to use this table. We're going to use the CTE. That's what we called it. You could put any name here. We're going to select from this table. We're just going to select this one right here. We're going to only select the first column, the hour. We don't want to select the rank here. We don't need it. And then we're going to filter here to just show us rank 1. Now, there could be multiple. If they would be with the same score, 2 hours with the same score, then both of them would show up. So that's the difference between this solution and the previous solution, where we have to use limit 1 and we could miss out on equal values. That's why they mention here, assume there's only 1 hour with the highest gas cost. So we can use limit 1 if we have that assumption. But otherwise, if this would be to not exist here, this would be a much better solution. So that was for today's problems, guys. Thank you for watching. And if you like these kinds of problems, I highly encourage you to join the StrataScratch community. Please consider using the affiliate link in the description. This is of tremendous help for a small creator like me. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.